What's going on internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TVH, and to be honest, 2017 was a meh year for me when it comes to gaming. A lot of games showed potential, but ultimately it just disappointed me. This is the reason I rarely get hyped about anything anymore. These companies are gonna find a way to mess things up, and frankly, it's gotten old. It makes you want to stick to what you know versus trying something new. That's why I thought I'd put together a list of my personal 10 most disappointing games of 2017. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started. No game on this list is flat out terrible. They are just games that show potential, but fell flat at my personal expectations. The number 10 spot goes to Crash Bandicoot NSANE Trilogy. Crash is a platformer that is a part of every 90s kid's childhood. I was never the biggest Crash fan because there were way better platformers out there, but that didn't change the fact that he was a part of my childhood. That's why it's a shame to see what they did to the original PlayStation mascot. I had two major issues with this game. The developer admitted that they fundamentally changed the way the platforming works from the original game, and it made it a lot harder. Crash would often slip off edges, and this pissed me off because platformers are supposed to be simple, relaxing fun. On top of that, the game only ran at 30 FPS and it featured motion blur. Motion blur in video games is the devil. Motion blur, it was so bad for me that I couldn't even finish the first game in the trilogy. I had to turn that shit off because it was literally hurting my eyes. I just don't understand how you fuck up an HD remake. All you had to do was improve the visuals and the frame rate. Leave the fucking gameplay alone. Coming in at the 9th spot is one of the most polarizing games of 2017. Cliffy B's Lawbreakers. This game is a disappointment for a multitude of reasons. I personally enjoy Lawbreakers and I still play from time to time, but you can't deny Cliffy B's arrogance is the reason this game failed.
I went around and met with EA, Activision, Ubisoft, and I'd go into this meeting a little bit cocky, and I'd put the book down and I'd be like, I want to make another $1 billion IP.
This man was out here calling this game the Dark Souls of first-person shooter.
I think we've kind of made the Dark Souls of competitive first-person shooters.
What does that even mean? On top of that, he isolated his core fan base. I mean, Cliffy B is the creator of Gears of War, you know, one of the biggest Xbox exclusives, yet Lawbreakers is only playable on PC and PS4. The game had generic heroes and villains, cheesy dialogue, and you just couldn't shake that Overwatch comparison, which is a shame because mechanically the game is nothing like Overwatch. What's also a shame is Boss Key Studios failed at a grassroots level. Here's some insider knowledge. If you follow me on Twitter or IG, then you know that back in August they invited and flew me out for their big Lawbreakers launch party. They wined and dined us downtown LA, got to play a new build of the game, got free shirts, jackets, and hats, and we had this beautiful rooftop party at the end of the night with drinks and a DJ and everything. I mean, I met a lot of different creators from across the globe, and I couldn't help but notice a disturbing pattern. Half the creators that I talked to at that party had clout, but they never had played Lawbreakers before. I was invited because they said they saw me streaming the game on Twitch and they thought I was nice at the game, and I thought that was the case for everyone, but not really. If you're trying to build a grassroots community, then you should probably be inviting people who truly enjoy your game. You'll build brand loyalty and you guys can grow together. I felt like that was obvious, but I guess not. I doubt any of you have heard of this game, but SKYLAR&PLUX is an indie title that I had my eye on for the past year and a half. It's a platform that pays respects to the classics far better than YOOKA-LAYLEE ever did. Honestly, I have no complaints about this game from a gameplay standpoint. The game is a ton of fun. The reviews are very positive too. I guess I'm just disappointed because I've been hawking this game for some time, and when it finally dropped, I finished it in only 2 hours. I know the game was only $15 at launch, but come on, give me at least a 6-hour adventure. It felt like the game ended as soon as it started. For the number 7 spot, let's keep things in the platform realm. YOOKA-LAYLEE was a pure disappointment. For those of you unaware, this is another one of those games that blew up on Kickstarter and they blew all their donation goals out of the water. The reason is because Platonic Games is a new studio made up of former Rare employees who brought us classics such as Banjo-Kazooie. YOOKA-LAYLEE was touted as the spiritual successor to Banjo, and after waiting 2 years for this game to come out, it wasn't. The game was just painfully average. It brought nothing new to the platformer genre and it suffered because of it. It became so boring that I didn't even finish the game. I dropped it because I expected more, and I'm sure many of you did too. I never had big expectations for Agents of Mayhem, and that's why it's especially disappointing to see this game was such a disappointment. There was a huge media push for this game this summer, and it's because this is a new series that ties into the Saints Row universe. Agents featured painfully average third-person action, weird driving mechanics, repetitive layers, and glitches, and I mean a lot of glitches. But, alright y'all, I am so fucking sick of this game of the year, yo. The game released as a technical mess on PC. I could barely maintain 30 FPS on my beast PC, and it's because this game was rushed out the door. The icing on the cake was, when I got to the final mission, I couldn't even finish the game because the game had a game-breaking bug that made you stick to the road. Alright y'all, this is like my 5th time trying to beat this damn mission. Let's go, can we get it this time? This broken piece of shit. Game of the fucking year, y'all. I was in shock that a publisher would allow something like this to be released to the public. Let me start off by saying that Assassin's Creed Origins is not a bad game. It's actually one of my favorite games of the year. But you know why you haven't seen any Origins content on my channel? It's because I own the PC version, and the PC version is complete dog shit. Ubisoft was so worried about hackers stealing their game, they included 2 forms of DRM on Origins. DRM is digital rights management. All you need to know is that DRM is what keeps hackers from stealing games. The problem with including 2 forms of DRM on your game is that it eats up CPU usage. The game is a resource hog. Every time I turn on Origins, I get worried that my PC is gonna nuke my house. My PC sounds like a spaceship getting ready to take off running this game. Mind you, I have an i7 6700K CPU and a Titan X GPU. Console users, to give you an idea of what my PC sounds like, think about your PS4 running PlanetSide 2 or Horizon Zero Dawn. That's what my PC sounds like. This shit is so unoptimized that I stopped playing the game. All I did was get frame drops on stream, and I felt like I had to protect my investment. I had to save up for this PC, and I'll be damned if Ubisoft destroys my computer. I have heard nothing but positive things about Wolfenstein 2. I heard you get to kill Nazis, KKK members, and there's a lot of Black Power shit in this game. So imagine how disappointed I was when I couldn't play this game. Bethesda is notorious for making terribly optimized games, and this game is no different. Golden moments like this is why you should never miss my Twitch stream.
Wow. Let me see. Let me put the monitor capture on so you guys can see this. First time ever trying to boot the game up, and it fucking crashed.
Hey.
Fucking Bethesda, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds like a Bethesda game, baby.
Oh.
You didn't test it before you started streaming?
No.
Hashtag save first player games. Hashtag single player games matter.
But that's what I was talking about.
Bethesda works.
That's what I was talking about fucking during the video game awards when they was talking shit. I'm like, Bethesda shouldn't be talking. They games don't even work. Can't even buy a microtransaction off this shit, bro.
Y'all think that like TBH can fix that for you?
Oh my god, it crashed again. What is this, bro? All right, I'm gonna restart. Yo, I'm about to get a fucking refund. Are you kidding me, bro?
Should have bought that season pass. Maybe it don't work.
I cannot launch the game. What the fuck, bro? Okay, I guess we're not playing Wolfenstein, y'all. I can't launch the game in regular or safe mode.
There should be an option that
local
says
files and then verify integrity of game files.
Yeah. Hit that. It's gonna be a couple minutes, so you're gonna wait at least like 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
Depends how big the bigger the game, the longer it's gonna take.
2 hours later.
All right, y'all. Y'all see, files 100% validated. All right, we validated the files. Let's see if this works. Play Wolfenstein. And look at that, it crashed again. All right.
Bang bang.
All right, we're gonna try this one more time. Safe mode. Y'all see I'm clicking it. Safe mode. Safe mode. Will it launch?
Bethesda says
no.
No, you don't play to play our game.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Core i7 6700K with a Titan X GPU. Gotta love fucking Bethesda. So let's go ahead and do the live refund. Fuck this game.
A few moments later.
I'd like to request a refund. Put that shit back in my PayPal, nigga. I got 1 minute of playtime. Tell us why. Let us know why you need a refund of this product. Nigga.
Cause I'm broke.
Yeah. Bought this shit on sale for 50% off. Tried to launch it and it crashed. Tried to launch it in safe mode and it crashed. I crashed more than that damn Bandicoot. Bethesda is trash. Shame. 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 Give me my money, bitch. Submit requests.
For me, Ghost Recon's Wildlands is one of those games that suffered from showing too much too soon. Late last year, Ubisoft conducted a closed beta test where they basically let us run through a large portion of the game. Ethos, A9, and I played the beta test for over 6 hours, and by the time I was done, I had played and seen enough. Missions were dull, the world was huge, but wasn't shit in it, and there was no multiplayer. When the full game came out, Ubisoft sent over some codes for A9 and I, and we booted up the game, and 10 minutes in, we just couldn't do it. The game is just fucking boring. We turned the shit off and never returned. Since then, multiplayer has been added, and I heard it's pretty decent, but at this point it's too late. I just don't care. Get it right the first time. I mean, unless you live under a rock, we all know what happened with this game. Beta came out, people found out the game was pay to win, gamers complained, EA temporarily removed the microtransactions only to put them right back in the game. On top of that, the gameplay didn't seem like it evolved much, and I've heard the story is nothing short of a disappointment. So once again, EA and DICE have created a beautiful game that's hollow on the inside. No way I'm picking this game up until it's in the bargain bin. And my number one most disappointing game of 2017 is Mass Effect Andromeda. Now that the witch hunt is over for this game, let's have a discussion. Andromeda is not a bad game. It's still one of my favorite games of the year, but Andromeda is a bad Mass Effect game. Andromeda is a disappointment because the story was very safe and average, plus the whole fiasco with the face animations. BioWare is considered a top-tier studio in this industry, and we expect better. That's what makes Andromeda a disappointment. It was the only game I was truly excited for in 2017, and it's disappointing to see them cut corners. I still believe Andromeda has the best gameplay in the entire Mass Effect series, but you can't overlook the game's shortcomings. This has made me look at BioWare a bit differently. I mean, I'm now going into Anthem cautiously because if 2017 has taught us anything, it's that anyone can catch an L. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. Link in the description box below. Peace.